The Great Name Change. Have you ever waited a very, very long time for something important? Maybe for your birthday, or for a letter, or for a promise to finally come true? Our friend Abram had waited for decades. He was 99 years old, and he still didn't have the son God had promised him. That promise felt older than he did. But age doesn't matter to God. The Almighty Himself stepped into Abram's life and spoke with him, reminding him of the covenant, the powerful, unbreakable agreement. "I will bless you so much that your descendants will be like dust of the earth and stars of the sky," God declared. And then, God gave him a brand new, powerful name, Abraham. The name meant father of a multitude. This covenant was not a small deal, it was forever. It meant that Abraham and all those who followed him would inherit the vast land of Canaan. It was an everlasting promise, a bond between God and Abraham's family for generation after generation. When God makes a promise, it lasts. Now, even Abraham, a man of great faith, had a funny reaction to all this talk of new babies. He was 99 years old. He fell on his face and laughed. Could a man who is almost 100 years old have a child? And his wife Sarai is 90. That's almost impossible, he thought. God knew Abraham was laughing, but he was patient. He confirmed the promise again and gave Abraham's wife a new name too. Sarai would now be called Sarah, meaning princess. Through her, the covenant would flourish, because she would surely bear the promised son. God announced the name of the promised child, Isaac. Do you know what Isaac means? It means laughter. What a reminder. This son would forever remind them of the wonder and the temporary doubt that God had overcome with his powerful word. He brings joy out of impossibility. Abraham remembered his other son, Ishmael, and asked God to bless him. God was kind and listened to Abraham's heart. He reassured him that Ishmael would indeed be blessed too. He would be fruitful and father 12 princes, growing into a great and important nation. God blesses all who are in our care. Finally, God gave Abraham the sign of the covenant. A promise needs a physical reminder, something everyone can see and feel. For Abraham's family, this sign was a permanent mark on every male in the household, showing they belonged exclusively to God's holy family and his powerful promise. Abraham didn't wait. He didn't say, "I'll do it tomorrow," or "I'll get to that later." That very same day, Abraham gathered every male person in his camp, including his son, Ishmael, who was 13 years old, and obeyed the Lord exactly as he had been commanded. Immediate obedience is the best kind. God's promise is always kept. He changes our old names, Abram, into new identities, Abraham, so we can be ready for the amazing destiny he has planned for us. All he asks is immediate trust and obedience, symbolized by the sign we carry in our hearts, showing the world that we belong to him.